Jack Drury. I am the Area Sales Manager for Sennheiser in the Southeast for Systems Integration.
It's quite encouraging to hear the systems integrators talking about audio, so you're clearly in there. Were you quite surprised to hear that?
It's interesting, it did come in and it came in and I was quite surprised because normally audio in the systems integration world comes in quite late and it's not often thought of. But I think now that video conferencing is such a big thing and the whole collaborative thing between companies is such a massive requirement, as we talked about today a lot, a good quality of audio is essential. And I actually, rather biased, I think it's more essential than the video because you can see a grainy picture of somebody and know who they are. But if you've got a bad quality of audio coming through, that can really disrupt a meeting. And it was interesting to see today how prevalent that became in the discussion and how much it is being thought about in these big systems integration jobs.
It's interesting the integrators talked about not being brought in early enough to projects, rather like audio, which is always a bit of an afterthought for many people. But there's a lot in common. It obviously highlighted the importance of bringing both elements in quite early. And
more so than ever, I think, particularly in the last couple of years, where the larger audio manufacturers who were in the professional side, so the Sennheisers, for example, who were producing equipment for touring and rental, have got a lot more into the corporate and conferencing side and applying those technologies, the 70 years worth of audio expertise that Sennheiser has, into a video conferencing solution. It suddenly brought that to the forefront, and I think that it is being thought about earlier as people start to see the benefits of going for a good audio system.
I mean, clearly there's an appreciation of audio in business. I mean, this is preparing the ground for when we talk more about audio networking.
Absolutely, and audio networking is very much with us at the moment, and it's growing. It's growing in the professional world as quickly as it's growing in the integrated world with stuff like Dante and HD-based T. These are all terms that 4 or 5 years ago were not banded about so much, but now everywhere, wherever you go, it's what everybody wants to be able to do because it's a much simpler and more reliable method of distributing your audio, particularly in an integrated system. So I think yes, it is going to get a lot bigger. I think the audio, the technology is already there. It's just integrating that into a solution that the IT manufacturers and the IT resellers are able to use in the bigger jobs.